name is Rick Blocker, and I'm here to kind of piggyback on what Willie just said. I'm former president of Metro Detroit AFL-CIO, Secretary Treasurer of United Food and Commercial Workers. And I just really want to talk about the benefits of having good union paid jobs, careers. I'm here doing some work with UFCW, but I'm here on the union pension. I think a lot of the people can tell that our pro-union, we represent a lot of our members with the AFL-CIO down here. The union gives a chance to make sure that it's going to be regulated properly. It gives the workers a grievance procedure so we don't have any problems when it comes to their work. And it guarantees that you're going to have the safe product. All of our members are aware of all of the different groups that they can go to make sure that they're being represented properly. And I can just say, in my time I've been knowing Willie, the last person who spoke, he's a great employer. Workers are happy. And I think you have a chance to do something here unique intel. I can name other cities where we got this fear mongering and all of a sudden we have crime, we got all these other issues, and it just hasn't happened. And right now, as a senior citizen, which I am, I went to my doctor, I'll be brief with this, and I told him I having problems with inflammation on my knees and things. And I told him what I was taking was a cannabis compound, and he told me that was better than the prescriptions he could give me. So, a lot of people are not looking at the benefit that this has, and it's here now. And the citizens of Michigan have spoken. To a certain extent, the citizens of Taylor have spoken. And now it's time for the city council to help us, help you, make this a win for all people. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Block. Thank you. Mr. Geis?
Madam Chair, to your point, and you kind of asked to just weigh in on item 7.1. I will note for the rest of the council members, under section 9-7, general permit application requirements, subsection 13, it does state that one of the items is a social equity plan that A, promotes and encourages participation in the marijuana industry by local residents that belong to a union, and B, positively impacts local residents. In talking with the AFL-CIO and the United Food and Commercial Workers, they would like to see us go a step further in terms of that definition. The intent is certainly there that the industry, as if they were welcomed into the city of Taylor, that they not only rehabilitate buildings, provide a necessary business, because honestly, folks, right now, people can smoke marijuana, it's legal. And if people want to get it, they have to drive a certain distance to get it and then come back. I'm concerned with people driving while high. I'd rather have those facilities here in Taylor. You can have home delivery. We don't have to worry about driving high. But I do want to speak to what the union language and would like to have within this ordinance. It is the public policy of the city to encourage organizations that support organized labor. Accordingly, applicants who, as of the date of submitting their application, have in place a collective bargaining agreement in place with a bona fide labor union organized in Michigan, and who are primary owners of another marijuana retailer or provision center within the state of Michigan, shall receive priority processing and consideration. You may not agree on all of that language, but I did want to be transparent with fellow council members that I have been consulting with unions in terms of making certain that these provide good paying jobs, good paying union jobs within the city of Taylor. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mr. Geis. Also, I met with the unions as well, the same unions that I believe that you met with, and it was very informative, but I believe they did tell me that we can't make someone have a union, but it's just in there, we encourage it, and is that your understanding, Mr. Geis?
If we go through a selection process, it certainly can be a factor within, I believe, but within, we're stating the intent within the zoning. If there are no limitations, then I think still stating in the record that it is our intent to have union representation is certainly within our purview, much like the city, as was discussed last night. We have a living wage ordinance within the city of Taylor. So from time to time, we reaffirm the council through ordinance that we support the working men and women in this community.
Is there a living wage language in there, or are you just thinking that that's part of the union? That's a good point.
We already have that for city contracts.
Right, but we don't require that all of our businesses have that, but it would be nice. Mr. Johnson, did you have a question or a comment? Mr. Remick.
Again, and I'm sure the unions, as many unions are in this country and how supportive they are, that when it's time to go to an election, the unions turn out in mass numbers to pick who they want. I've said it and I'm going to say it again. I don't have a problem with it. I just think, and we've been talking, but we always talk to one side. All I want to see is let the people choose if they want it in this community. Nowhere does it say just because they voted for it that they want it in their backyard. So let it be voted on, and whoever wins, I will support 100%. But again, we live in a democracy. Shouldn't those people have a chance to make a decision if they want it in town? We pick a president, don't we, and the unions show out in numbers. So what's the difference in allowing these people to see if they want marijuana? So, and there's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Remick. Any other from the council? Okay, next person, please.
Madam Chair, before the next
Oh,
speaker,
sorry.
if we could add, no, please come. But if we could have the doors in the back closed.
And if we could please, keep the conversation down so everyone can hear and the people that are coming up can be heard. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Dan Wallace. I live at 23245 Middletown Road. Excuse me. We are a democracy, and we elect people like you to make a lot of decisions for us that are good business decisions for the city. I cannot understand if you were not ignorant of what this business really looks like anybody would have an objection to it. Driving high, I spend all my time with a bicycle and a motorcycle almost. Telegraph Road smells like a skunk fest. People are smoking marijuana all the time anyway. And I'm pretty sure that having dispensaries here for the benefit of our residents and our tax base would change that at all. I was in Rouge on Sunday at Herbology, and my online order messed up. So I actually, I'm 64, and I use this primarily at night to help me sleep with pain. I was in line at Herbology in Rouge. Have you ever, I challenge you to go to these places. They're gorgeous. It looks like a jewelry store. There's nobody hanging around. There's no smell because everything is sealed. And while I was in line, I talked to people, four people on either side of me, and guess where they all were from? Yeah, they're from here. They're from Taylor. They also all were older people, like me. The youngest person, 50. The oldest person was probably in the late 70s. And they're all pretty much the same. It's not like reformatic stores. So I challenge you, I'll actually help you. If you've never been to one of these dispensaries, to see what we're really talking about here versus some of the nasty liquor stores we have in town. You can't buy underage. They take my license and actually run the numbers on it. You can't use fake ID. It's super professional. The cars for the employees, they aren't driving hoopties. I think they make reasonably good money there. So these are just things I want you to consider. I don't even understand how election to a legitimate business that is clean and proven. We have ordinances from other states that are working. There were no lawsuits in California. This just seems like a no-brainer to me. And that's all. And this is just as a citizen. I have no other vested interest. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Mr. Wallace, I appreciate it.